Coach, congratulations. You win the region this year. I think you're 18-5 overall. It's been a terrific season for Falcon baseball. Just talk a little bit first about this team and their journey to win a region when I don't think a lot of people were aware that they'd be this good.
We had a pretty good idea over here that we had a good group of solid varsity returners coming back. We were real strong up the middle with our catcher, both our middle infielders and our center fielders, and we had some quality arms coming back, so we weren't real surprised. We set the goal pretty high at the beginning of the year that a region championship was step one towards where we wanted to be at the end of the year. So they've worked hard. They've taken it game by game, and good things have happened.
Let's talk about your co-region player of the year. Everything starts with literally and figuratively, I think, with Braden Cox out at shortstop, headed to Francis Marion to play at the next level, and truly a real talent, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Braden's a tremendous player. In the 3 years I've been here with him, he's just been special. One of those guys that outworks everybody. He's first one here, usually the last one to leave. Does a lot of little extra things that really kind of separates him from everybody else. It's been an absolute pleasure to coach him. He's one of those guys that makes me as a coach look a lot better.
And not only is he great over there at shortstop and at the plate, but he's your closer, right? And he's, from what I understand, his ERA is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's been shut down for us this year. He's come in a lot of pressure situations, and I think finally gave up his first run of the year in our last game against Heathwood, where we kind of extended him 3 innings just to kind of see what we could get out of him. But I mean, he's been lights out all year for us, closing for us, and we ask our pitchers to give us 5 strong innings, and we have some quality guys in the back end that can shut it down for us.
Braden was one of 4 players, 4 Falcons to make all region. If you would just touch a little bit on the other 4 and their contributions this year.
We had 5 all region players this year. Braden obviously co-player of the year. We also had Robert Satcher, who had a phenomenal year for us, batted .491 for us at the second base position. Played a real solid second base for us. We've been real strong up the middle with him and Braden there. Kit Capel also made first team all region. Honestly, I don't think he has a peer within our region defensively. He really shuts down the running game. Just an overall field general, what we like to have
at catcher.
At catcher, yes, sir. We had Will Carter, who's been our guy for the last 2 years. He's pitched tough games for us. Does a real nice job in the outfield for us and can play some first base. His versatility's been a big asset to us this year. And then we had Tucker Johnson also make it this year. It's his first year on the varsity team. We had asked him to move to first base from second base, and made the transition real smoothly, and batted .328 for us this year. Did a real nice job in his first year of varsity experience.
And I guess the best thing about Tucker and Robert is they're sophomores.
Yeah, we're a real young team. I mean, we've got a lot of talent coming up, and we've got a lot of guys. I mean, we lose Braden on the infield, and that's it. Our entire infield's back with Kit back, and our center fielder's back. So we're pretty strong looking into the future. We're pretty happy with where things are going. But I mean, obviously you lose a player like Braden, there's some big shoes to fill, but I think Satcher's kind of making his way right there to kind of step into that spot for him next year.
Now, obviously winning the region, which was terrific for your program, but get the #1 seed, which is really a plus. Talk about at this level and the way the playoffs are structured, everyone else is out there playing a doubleheader right now using arms, and maybe has to play a game 3 tomorrow. You guys are out here practicing and getting some guys some rest. Talk a little bit about how big getting that bye is.
Oh, it was huge for us, and we had worked real hard when we had that opportunity to get that bye, because we knew it was an opportunity to rest some arms so we could come into our series fresh, and we could kind of set up our rotation where we wanted to, as opposed to what was left over after that first round. And it also gives us an opportunity to kind of see who we're going to play and prepare a little bit more on what we're going to do and how we're going to attack, and it gives us another week of preparation to get ready for the game.
And then Friday you will host the winner of Cardinal Newman and Northwood. Just looking ahead to either one of those guys. Obviously you've played them both, or just Cardinal Newman?
We played Cardinal Newman. We have not played Northwood.
Okay.
Cardinal Newman's a real solid team. One of the better hitting teams I think we've run into this year. They're a quality team. Coach Anton's done a real nice job over there, and they're young as well. Northwood's usually historically a pretty solid program over there, so it ought to be, whoever wins that one ought to be a good matchup for us on Friday.
Just in general, great. Had a terrific, unbelievable football season. You win the region in baseball. Basketball is getting better. Things are really, truly looking up for the Falcons here at Ben Lippen, aren't they, athletically?
Oh, absolutely. I've told a lot of people that I run into that this is definitely the time to get on board over here at Ben Lippen Athletics. I mean, we've got a great football coach with Coach White. Things are on the up and up there. We've worked hard out here to kind of get where we want to be, and I think it's just growing all over the place. And the good thing is that we have a lot of young talent at all levels of our programs right now. So I think, you know, we're building things for the long run, not just a one-time deal.
Coach, thanks, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.